Welcome back to Mega Man X6. Boy oh boy, is the fatigue of playing this game ever setting in. But we are on the final regular stage. And so today, we're up again. The loading screen, that's right, it's also a boss. No, it's this guy, who wants your phone. It's Blizzard Wolfang. You have no... Blizzard fighting me is supposed to replace business. That's nothing, I'm sorry. Alright, so here we are in Blizzard Wolfang stage. What do you got to say to us, Alia? We've arrived at the North Pole area. You know, just in general, the spot where the North Pole is, that general direction. And this is one of the only times the game actively tells us that, like, hey, it would be useful to have this part. But we don't. It'll be fine, though. Anyway, here's our first gimmick. We've got ice, which Zero looks very annoyed at. But also, we've got avalanches. And by avalanches, Alia means the world is just going to shoot large chunks of ice at Zero. Well, alright then. So yeah, pretty much just duck into cover whenever those start to appear. You'll notice the shaking. Do be mindful of what is actually a safe spot. You might have noticed that I skipped the one before this, right? Like, I actively had to make a mad dash to the spot behind it. I genuinely could not figure out what the second, like, safe area there was. Well, okay, there was a second one there, but, like, it was really close to the first one. And it didn't really seem like it would help me speed through the stage. There's nothing safe past that, though, so I think they just really wanted me to stop there. Anyway, though, so, last stage's Nightmare effect is Nightmare Fire. Because it's from the magma area, of course. We'll see what that does in a second, because, of course, the North Pole area is something, or is a stage, rather, that utilizes that Nightmare effect. I will, however, also mention the Nightmare effect for this stage, since this is the last regular one. Of course, next time we'll be doing cleanup, but I figure, I'll just mention what it is here. It is Nightmare Freeze, which adds some ice effects to certain stages. Actually, it's just Recycle Lab. Anyway, here's the Nightmare effect in, well, effect. It's kind of annoying, but not nearly as bad as that jump without any other, like, properties. I'm not gonna complain about that jump too much. It was annoying as hell to do, but you really aren't intended to do it like that, so I can't complain. You're really supposed to use a different armor set in order to bypass that one. There is an armor set that makes it so you can deal with spikes, but, I'm playing as Zero, so that wasn't an option. Anyway, though, yeah, no, this just adds another falling obstacle on top of the first falling obstacle that was already in this stage. And here's the point of the stage where it's kinda Tetris-y. Not completely, I don't think anyway. Although, I'm not sure if this area gets filled out, if it, like, winds up doing anything special. I don't think it does. I don't really need to care, though, because I can just double jump out of this. And now we have another one of these. Don't land in the center, or you're screwed. Anyway, Nightmare Fire is a really annoying effect alongside this. Like, okay, it's kind of weird that they have two falling objects earlier in the stage, but here it's just there to be annoying. Alright, this one's kinda Tetris-y, though. Except, you know, Tetris for cheaters, because when most of a row lands, it will auto-complete the last block, so be out of there or you will die. You really do not get much time to jump out of these traps, so... honestly, double jump really kinda breaks this one. That made it incredibly easy to deal with. Also, we're mostly done with the stage, but I should mention... yes, the rescuable Reploids in this stage are wolves. That's cute. I like them. Geez, we've got history here. Something terrible happened to Blizzard Wolfang, which is true for basically all of the bosses, but I guess it's especially bad for old Wolfang. I don't know his dad, so I don't know if he's called Wolfang, and I should just be calling this guy Blizzard. Either way, warning, he is going to arrive in a moment. Aji's talking to him in the dark. It's nice to see you, Wolfang, said sarcastically. No, it's like super dark in here. Turn on the lights. Sorry, I actually like eugenics, so I'm listening to Gate now. I'm sure you know what I'm on about. Let's dance! Alright, so here's Blizzard Wolfang. He's medium, I guess. I would not say incredibly easy or incredibly difficult. Once he stops doing the same attack over and over again, he gets pretty difficult just because you have to figure out what he's doing, and quite frankly, Zero's not the most ideal character for this battle. I would actually suggest being at a distance from Blizzard because he can get pretty unpredictable. Now granted, Z-Saber's kicking his ass because Z-Saber always kicks bosses' ass. I don't think the syntax on that one was right. Anyway though, yeah, that attack can be a real pain to dodge. I think he happened to be in a good spot for me to actively avoid it. Otherwise, I don't think I could've. Yeah, no, oftentimes in the attempts where he went from stand on all fours and puke ice at me straight into the icicle on the ceiling attack, I just couldn't dodge that one. Just too much information all of a sudden, all in one spot, right in front of me. Which is why I say X is better. You just have a way better reaction time, and I think that's just better for this fight. Alright, we got Ice Burst, which is one of the ways you can negate that kind of annoying maneuver I did to get the X tank in the rescuable Reploid. Alright, and apparently those are the names of the wolves. Those are some very good wolf names, but what I'm looking for is Blizzard Wolfang's tragic backstory. Ah, geez, that sucks. Oh, good for Wolfang. Couldn't save his team, though. That's very sad. Anyway, this is one of the incidents that actually does seem like it's kind of bullshit. Look, I get it, Gates is into eugenics, but Wolfang really did not deserve to be murdered. And also, they had Alia do it. I think this goes down as probably one of the more messed up ones. At least, that's what the fans seem to think typically. Which makes sense. But yeah, no, Alia just murked Blizzard Wolfang. For no reason other than people told her, yeah, he looks kinda dangerous, trust us, go for it. And she did. But he wasn't really guilty of anything. He survived fighting some Mavericks and then was murdered by Alia. Damn. This game is sometimes about trauma for like 5 seconds. Anyway, next time, cleanup. Oh god, it's cleanup time.